Last episode, we had our group defeat Alter and Dave and save Selena. With Alter's horrific experiments, Selena lost her eyes and one of her hands. Bradley introduced her to the crew. We learn a bit about their father and what his philosophy is, then just set sail for Human. When they arrived at the island, which was very small and filled with tents, they got on a huge docked ship with a plan to bombard everyone as much as possible with cannons. Once they went down under the deck, they saw an old man sitting there. End of episode 17, roll episode 18. But before we jump in, please subscribe and like the video. Hit the bell so you would get notified whenever the new video will come out. Also join my Discord and mention me on a server so we could chat. Link will be in the description below. This episode does not start from a fight, but rather from an interesting introduction to a new character. This old man salutes and turns out to be a Marine, but not just a Marine, but a man directly working under Commodore Jiro, whose name is Powder. Powder tells our boys that Jiro's ships that he sent got to the Custodian's Island and now everyone is safe. Powder tells that he was doing his mission alone and that he swam here. They discuss their plan on doing a little buster call on this island, and they load the cannons up and start blasting. They take out most of the regular tents. Kai understands that he can shoot, goes on the deck to stop anyone who gets to the ship. Powder does the same. Group notices one guy who seems pretty strong rushing to the ship. Kai throws a fishnet with a bunch of hooks onto the gangway, and Powder turns out to be a devil fruit user, and once that HITO pirate gets close, he turns that gangway into powder and that dude just falls into the water and dies, I guess. Group also concentrates fire on a human's head-like looking building and destroy it. Once they see that pretty much everyone is dead, they go onto the island. Everything is on fire, and they notice one man arrive at the island with the grocery bags. His appearance from afar would seem like a normal human in a normal human clothing, but looking closely, he doesn't have a nose and has a weird pink skin. Turns out this weird man is Human himself. Yokan immediately rushes and tries to attack him. It looks like the boss of a racist organization that are HITO pirates who worship human race and put every other race below humans. He's not even a human, but just a mere worm who ate HITO no Mi, Chopper's fruit, a devil fruit that turns one into a human. So Human also has his different form points and can transform his body, and a fight begins. Yokan gets beaten up pretty heavily by Human's Armageddon punches. Kai, keeping his distance, tells Bell to hide in the sand and try to cover Human in grease to light him up, basically sticking to the plan that works so well with Alter and Dave. Bradley also stays in the back and hides in the water, and Heather also stays beside him. He also helps Selena by directing her where Human is. Damien is using his Thunder Gauntlets, does a decent amount of damage. Human's attacks are very powerful, and he uses his worm abilities to go underground and hide and move so nobody could see him. Kai manages to light him up with Bell and does a lot of damage with his spear attacks. Because of constant movement of Human, guys need to direct Selena a few more times before she can land a few hits on him. Once they get Hugh pretty low on HP, he goes into his own monster point and turns into a giant worm with several tentacles. He knocks out Taiga, and Taiga rolls a critical fail on his death saving throw, so he one fell away from permadeath, which is approximately 50-50 chance. Yokan also gets knocked out, and all medkits are on Bradley. Bradley, not seeing what is up with Taiga, tells Heather to heal up Yokan, and then himself gets Taiga back up, and Taiga, the moment he gets up, deals crazy amount of damage and kills Human, dealing the final attack. End of the fight. After defeat, Human shrinks from this giant monster to a regular dirt worm, which Kai keeps. Yokan, having it rough this fight, having bad rolls overall, is pretty bummed about it. Kai notices one HITO pirate is still breathing. They patch him up to get him for further questioning, but Yokan snaps his neck. Damien is very mad about it and asking her why she did so. It seems that these are consequences of the previous fight with Alter and seeing what Alter did to those people that Marines did not help. We saw this attitude of killing bad guys developing in a previous episode, and Selena even liked that side of Yokan. However, Damien didn't like it. Powder also asks about who is on the ship watching Custodian and finds out it's Anchor Arms. They all go to the ship and Kai tells that he definitely catches fish using human warm body. Everyone levels up and the episode ends. To be continued.